Good morning, good morning, good morning, Miss Tracy. Good morning, James Love. Good morning to all my bushwatchers who are busy this morning. How you doing? I hope y'all had a good day today, a good sleep last night. I had trouble sleeping last night, so y'all forgive me if I am completely out of it this morning. I could not sleep last night. I don't know if y'all ever had that kind of situation where you just like, I can't sleep. I had that last night, and nobody was on really. I was sad, um, but I was half out of it and all that other stuff. Now, reporting this morning, um, Malcolm Jamal Warner, the one who played Theo Huxtable, passed away just the other day. It was just yesterday or day before yesterday. Um, I think um, it was uh, this was reported on this morning, but it happened like yesterday or so. He drowned. Uh, According to ABC News and Associated Press, Costa Rican National Police confirmed to ABC News and that Warner died after being caught by a high current in the water while swimming near Calculus, a beach in Limon, Costa Rica. Here's the thing about it's what a lot of people don't know. Okay, when you are in certain beach waters or in the ocean or even creeks or things, because we've had it, I've actually went under a current before because of it. Um, Currents happen and they can drag you down. And I'm gonna say this: no matter how much of a good swimmer you are, you're not getting out of some of those. Whirlpools happen too. I got sucked under a whirlpool once and popped right back up in another area. Thank God it wasn't a rough current or nothing like that. It was just a little whirlpool. But sometimes you also can't tell how deep something is, or if there's a current, or if there's a whirlpool. If you're not trained to look for those things, right? If you're just a normal everyday person. Now, I will say, if you look at water, right, and you look at the differences of the color of the water, sometimes it can tell you certain things. But you know, that's why I tell people when they're swimming in bodies of water where you can't see the bottom and you can't tell, the way the water's moving and all this other stuff, to be very careful, be very cautious because he was out and basically off of a beach area, swimming in the ocean pretty much. And he got caught up in a current and he couldn't get out of it and he drowned. And the thing about some of those places, especially overseas, they don't really have lifeguards like that. You know what I'm trying to say? To spot when you're having trouble. But there were some people on the beach who actually tried to rescue him. They saw him struggling. They went out there. You know what I'm saying? They tried to rescue him and whatnot. Um, Obviously, once they got him to the beach, he had no vital signs. He was passed away. But you got to be careful when you are, you know, swimming in bodies of water that you do not know. And this is a cautionary tale. Rest in peace, Mr. Malcolm Jamal Warner. We're praying for your family. You were a young man, which, I mean, you know, he technically he was only 54 years old. Not necessarily young, but not necessarily old. You know what I'm saying? But it's very sad. And if I'm not mistaken, I think his mother is still alive, which that's one of the hardest things too, is a parent to have to bury a child before you. Um, and I know some of our beautiful chatters have went through that, and they'll tell you that that's one of the hardest things to ever live through. Hey, Vision Light, love. How are you doing this morning? Uh, uh. You know the one that, yeah, Theo from the Huxtables passed away. Basically, Malcolm Jamal Warner. Some people may not, if they never watched the Huxtables, they may not know him from that. They may know him from when he played a role on. I think was it it was one of the hospital shows. Which one was it? Was it General? I don't think it was General Hospital. Um, it was great. Not Grey's Anatomy either. Which one was it? Oh, The Resident. He was on a episode of The Resident on Fox TV. He's played in a lot of movies, a lot of different things. You know, yeah. See, some people may not have necessarily watched the Huxtables like some of us did. Like I watched it, but yeah, he was on a lot of different shows, a lot of different like he was in some horror movies. He was in quite a few things. Um, you know, Warner, who was born on August 18th, 1970, grew up in Jersey City, New Jersey, with his mother, Pamela, who eventually became his acting manager. He was named after civil rights leader Malcolm X and jazz musician Ahmad Jamal. At an early age, Warner found the interesting in acting, which launched his career as a child performer and set him on a path to attend the Professional Children's School in New York. In the 2010s, Warner had notably recurring roles in the NBC comedy Community, playing the ex of Yvette Nicole Brown, Shirley Bennett. He also portrayed the character Sticky, the vice president of Motorcycle Club, the Grim Bastards, on FX Sons of Anarchy. In 2016, FX series The People vs. O.J. Simpson, American Crime Story, Warner played Cowlings, a friend of O.J. Simpson who drove the famous white Ford Bronco during the televised police chase. The read between the lines actor also dabbled in music and poetry, going on to win a Grammy Award for Best Traditional R&B Performance for the song Jesus Children in 2015 and receiving a nomination for Best Spoken Word Poetry Album for Hiding in Plain View in 2023. One of Warner's final acting roles was as Dr. A.J. the Raptor Austin in Fox's medical drama The Resident, where his character proposed to Dr. Mina Akora Kafour. Shantae Renee Wilson played that in season 4. Wilson described being beyond heartbroken on Instagram. Rest in power, Malcolm, Wilson wrote. Is a joy to be Mina to your AJ. I will miss you deeply. Warner is survived by his wife and daughter. He never publicly disclosed their names. Yeah, he kept his private life private. He actually really never told who his wife and all that. Hey, coffee and no creamer. How you doing, love? Now I gotta. Hey, diving. Hey, beauty. I gotta have. Um, yeah, he was on vacation with his family. Vision like that. I just hope that his daughter wasn't on the beach that day. I hope that if his wife was there and his daughter was there, I couldn't imagine the pain that they went through or the panic that they went through seeing that happen in front of their face. So rest in peace, Mr. Huxtable, Mr. Theo Huxtable, because no matter if he's Michael Jamal Warner, that's who I know him as, Mr. Theo Huxtable. You know what I'm saying? But what y'all up to this morning? I gotta have some creamer in my coffee. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I got stomach issues. I got gastritis and GERD, and they are not friends. I was over there. I was over there watching some stuff in the beef sector this morning, trying to get my life. You know what I'm saying? And it was just people need to stop fighting so damn much. Damn. Calm your little tails down. Sit down somewhere. And see, this is why, if I had any advice, is remember to be careful in them back chats. Remember to be careful in those private chats. I done told everybody. Why do you think I ain't been caught up in no bull mess? Why do y'all think I ain't been in no issues in the beef sector? Why I ain't because I'm smarter than that. Here's the thing. If you know how to move, you won't get caught up. If you don't, you're gonna get caught up. Not everybody is your friend. And you be back there thinking you can say what you want, you can sit there and cuss a hoe out. Well, that's crazy. Well, hopefully I'm getting paid for the damn ads that keep kicking you out. Wouldn't that be some bullshit? Um, Yup. Coffee no creamer, you know what I'm talking about. People don't understand. Here's the thing. Anything, this is the way you got to look at it. You can be in them. I'm in some of them, right? But you don't see me being wrapped up in none of the bull mess, none of that shit. You got to remember that everything in those chats is not private. And some people can be awesome and be your friend, and that's fine. But come mad day, that's what I'm saying, coffee no creamer. Trust no one, baby. Don't come mad day. Your ass will get screenshotted. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law, in the court of public opinion in the beef sector. So just go in there and say, hey, good morning. Hope you're having a good day. Don't be back there telling your business. Don't be back there telling your business, because then everybody and their mama gonna know about your business. Don't be back there thinking that you can sit there and talk trash about another content creator. Because let me tell you something. There's a person in that chat that's going to screenshot what the fuck you say and send it to that person. Don't think you can just run around being messy and get away with it, because that's how mess starts. Don't do it. See, I keep my opinions to my motherfucking self. If I got an opinion about something, now if I'm gonna say something in those chats, I'm willing to say it in public. I'm willing to say it on a link. I'm willing to say it out loud. You get what I'm saying? So if you gonna say something in those back chats, make sure it's something you can stand on and that you're willing to say in public. Act like it's just like we talking right here, right? Act like it's this chat right here. Every one of those discords, every one of those back chats, act like it's this chat right here. It's public and everybody and their mama can see it. Same rules apply, right? There's some things that you would gonna keep to your damn self that you ain't gonna type in this chat, right? You're not gonna tell all your business in this chat necessarily per se. You'll tell some of it. We may be talking about a specific subject, and you might be able to, you know, relate. You know what I mean? But it's something you don't mind getting out, right? That's the way you got to look at these back chats, child. Some of these white people get too comfortable. I gotta say it. I gotta say it. Don't y'all get pissed at me. Some of these white people get too comfortable. They be trying to act like, yeah, I'm one. No, shut the fuck up. Sit the fuck down. I'm just saying, they don't know the rules and regulations. I'm guessing that they did not grow up in a specific area, because if you did, you'd know not to do that. Just because you marry into it don't mean you know the rules and regulations. I'm just saying. I grew up in it. I know. Here's the thing. I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna give y'all white people a little pointer. Let's say Miss Tracy and Miss Coffee are fighting each other. Miss Coffee, no creamer. Let's say they fight each other, and my white ass decides to get in the middle of it. Guess what can happen to my little white ass? Yeah, and Miss Tracy and Miss Coffee can both say it or not say it if they want to. Y'all gonna turn on me, ain't you? If I say the wrong thing, and y'all know what I'm talking about, you've seen these white people do it. You know what I'm talking about. They don't know. I was the white girl that was sitting in the back watching that girl get jumped. Okay, I'm just saying. Hey, the hood table, because I wasn't stupid. I was the smart one. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. She called. Okay, look, I'm gonna tell y'all what I saw one time, and y'all tell me if y'all wouldn't have jumped this hoe. Okay, so we was in a friend group, right? I was the cool white girl. We had one other white girl. The other white girl thought she was down, boy. She thought she was down. I was laughing at her the whole time. Okay, two of our friends got to fighting, or no, it was two different friend groups. Anyway, so there was two different. The white girl inserted herself and called one of the girls nappy headed. What happened to that white girl? Y'all know what happened to her. They both flipped on that ass and tore her ass up. I'm just saying. And I laughed because she should have never said that shit in the first fucking place. I don't care if you think you down, right? You should have never said that shit again. You know what I'm saying? She should have never said that shit. But she got her ass jumped. And deservingly so. She should have never said that shit. She should have never said that shit. So I watched it go down. I'm like, see what happened to your ass? Uh-huh. You thought you was down and you could say what you want. See, they get delusional. They get delusional and forget that they white. I'm sorry, but that's true. That's the truth. That's the truth. I saw it happen. She should have never said that shit. I'm sorry. I did. I was sitting in the back going, five. Because when she said it out her mouth, my jaw dropped for one. Because I never thought she'd say some shit like that. Right? First, my jaw dropped. And then my second thought process was in five, four, three. You about to get your ass whooped. And she got her ass whooped. And it was funny. She should have never came out with some shit like that. She thought she could say the same insults that others say. You cannot do that. You got to know the rules and regulations. She didn't know the rules and regulations, I guess, or didn't realize it until she learned them the hard way. I'm just saying, and that's why some of these new ones that come in here, right? I sit there and I watch it go down, and I'm in my head. I'm sitting in the cut, I'm sitting in the cut, and I'm going in five, four, three, two, one. They all about to turn on your ass and jump you, and I'm gonna laugh about it because your ass shouldn't have did that shit. You don't know the rules and regulations. That's on your ass. You obviously did not grow up around anything. You don't know. You can tell. You can tell. They don't know the rules and regulations. They feel too comfortable. They don't know. You can have comfort and you can be respected. You know what I'm saying? You can be well loved. But you got to know there's certain lines you just don't fucking cross. And some of those bitches be crossing them. And I'm like, yep, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You about to get your ass whooped. And y'all all know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. There are certain lines they shouldn't cross, and they do it every fucking time. They get too comfortable, and that's what I'm saying. They get complacent. They think that they can say the same thing. Like Miss Coffee, right? Miss Tracy. If I was in one of y'all shoes and we was fighting, right, and we was fighting each other, there's certain things that I can't say or do, correct? That you can say or do. But some of them forget they can't do that because they stupid. Don't be no fool. And they always become boo boo the fool. Every single fucking. Am I the only white person in this sector that ain't been in some bullshit? I did one little thing. That's all I did. I admit I was being messy. I apologized to it. Me and that person, I did apologize to that person. And I'm gonna say this: if I was Lolo, would not have apologized. Would not for that. I apologize when I do something wrong. When I've done something that is wrong, or I've hurt somebody from a word that came out of my mouth, that I did. You know what I'm saying? Not the something somebody else did. I ain't apologizing for somebody else's shit. And I ain't apologize to you if you sit there and you try to P-bomb me. Hell to the no, to the no, no, no. I ain't doing it. The hood type of girl, I love you and I miss you and I gotta catch your ass live. That's true. That's true, Miss Coffee. They can say whatever they want, but there are repercussions. And I don't think some of them want them repercussions because they just don't know. See, I grew up around it. So I know the rules, the regulations. I know the things that I can and cannot do, if that makes sense. Right? Um, and I'm smart about it. But you can tell when they didn't grow up in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know those things and they end up doing dumb shit. But when I am originally from a little place called Aberdeen, Mississippi. If y'all know anything about Aberdeen, Mississippi, it is predominantly a black neighborhood. It also is, they call it mini Memphis. It's called mini Memphis. They call it mini Memphis. And if anybody knows anything about Mississippi and they know about Aberdeen, they'll tell you Deantown. They call it Deantown. It's called mini Memphis for a reason. I loved it though. It's a little rough. It's a little rough, I admit it. Now I'll tell you this: Verona, Mississippi is even rougher. I'm gonna say this: I did not know all hoods were not made the same. I got to put my hand up in the air because I've lived, in different areas, right? I've lived in the deep country. I've lived in the hood. I've lived in the ghetto. I've lived in the city. I've lived, all over, right? I did not know they were all not made the same. And I got a culture shock my damn self the first time I moved to Verona, Mississippi. I'm gonna tell y'all something. If you ain't used to like seeing prostitutes get thrown out of cars, and some shit like you would see on TV, be careful in Verona. You might get shot up. There's certain gas stations I'll tell you don't stop at a certain time because you might get robbed. Okay, Aberdeen is not like that, or was not like that years ago. Aberdeen was a little bit hood, but it wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? We knew where the drug dealers stayed. Everybody knew it. You know what side of town not to go to. Everybody knew it. You know where not to stay. You knew where to stay away from, right? But Verona, nah. Let me tell you something. Oh, Miss Tracy, you know how Columbus is in certain parts. If you know about Columbus, Mississippi, you know. There's certain parts of Columbus, Mississippi you got to be careful with. Now, I will say the war has settled down. We had a gang war going for a little while. And there were certain stores I'd tell you not to go to because you might get caught in the crosshair because a bullet don't have eyes. And even if you ain't the one that's getting shot at, you might get hit. You feel me? But that has settled down. That's not happening as much. So that's a good thing. We ain't had as many killings recently, which is great. I don't like when they have wars. You know what I mean? Your dad's from Crystal Spring. That seemed like it's a good little place. Like it's like nice and shit. Let me look it up right quick, see if I'm right. Cause that might, yeah, that's a little, that right there. That right there is a little hick town, ain't it? That's like a little bitty, like, you know what I mean? Where's it at? And it's down South Mississippi. Yeah, and it's small town USA. So that probably didn't have as much crime. You know what I'm saying? It's down there near Hazelwood, in between Jackson and Brookhaven. Below Jackson. That's probably a little nice little area. Probably not that rough. You can tell for some reason when you zoom in on them places or you look at them. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all be careful if y'all go to Jackson. Be very careful. Jackson done got rough. It calmed down a little bit, got rougher. Now I got friends in Jackson, Mississippi. I've been there multiple times. There's some rough places in Jackson. You got to be careful. Did y'all know? I don't know if y'all know this, but Jackson, Mississippi beat out Chicago there for a little while for the Erder capital for a little while. It was way back, way back. But when it comes to crime and Erder, we were beaten out. Now I will say Jackson got some good ass food, good ass places, good ass people. But see, you got to know how to move in those areas. If you don't know, and if you, let me say this, if you're a suburban bitch, let me say it the way I say it, because I don't mean bitch in a bad way, okay? Be careful if you don't know how to, hold yourself in the hood. Go into the hood. Hey, Aluma, how you doing, love? Now I'm talking about Jackson, Mississippi, not Jacksonville, Florida. But Jackson, Mississippi is rough. Yeah. I got friends from down there that grew up down there. They from the rough side of town. You know what I'm talking about, Coffee No Creamer. If you don't know how to handle yourself and you a suburban girl and you ain't never been, get you a friend that's from the hood and have them come with you because you don't know how to carry yourself. In the hood, there's a certain way you have to, in those areas, and y'all know what I'm talking about. There's a certain way you have to carry yourself. There's a certain way you got to walk down that street. There's a certain way that you got to have situational awareness and look what the fuck's going on around you. Because if you look like victim number one, guess what? You're going to be victim number one. This is just, precautionary tales for, some people that don't know. If you don't know, get you a hood friend. I'm just saying. Because they going to make sure you stay straight. You know what I mean? I've been to Memphis. I've been in downtown. I've been to some of the rough hoods. I'm going to tell you something. I lived in a neighborhood in Verona that we couldn't get mail. You couldn't get pizza delivered. The cops didn't even like coming back there. Let's say it that way. The cops didn't even like coming back there. You couldn't get pizza delivered, and the pizza place was right down the street because the pizza man had done been robbed so many damn times. You had to meet him 2 blocks away from the neighborhood. And they stopped letting him go there too because he kept getting jumped. People figured it out and people would rob him. I watched a prostitute get thrown out of a vehicle. I watched drug deals go down. I saw, some shit that maybe kids shouldn't see. I don't know. But I made some of the best friends in that neighborhood. I will tell you this. And some of the most awesome people I've ever met in my life was in that neighborhood. So regardless of people's circumstance or how bad people talk about it, there are good parts about it. It's not, nobody likes the drug deals. Nobody likes the shootings. Nobody likes the bad part, right? But you got to also, people forget that there's good people even in those areas. There's good, respectable people. And there's a code in the hood that I actually enjoy over some of the suburban areas that I've lived in. The code in the hood is we all in that place because we poor or for whatever reason, right? And if I know you and I respect you, I'm looking out for you just the same as you're looking out for me. The community aspect of it, of loving each other up and watching out for each other, watching out for each other's kids. You get what I'm trying to say? That's the part that I love about it, right? And I've had people say, "Oh, you love it. It's a bad thing." Not everything is bad, and there's reasons why.
It's not loading in here.
J-
That's what keeps happening to me.
so I'm sorry to anybody who may have had. There was this one ad that kept popping up that was messing up some. It messed up my husband and other people. If you ever get an ad that blocks you out of the chat or doesn't want to load, you can specifically report the ad when it pops up. If it freezes, go to the 3 dots if you're on a phone, and the ad itself you can actually report. I'm just saying because I've heard of some of these apps sticking and not working right, not loading right, and all this other stuff. So I'm just saying. Good evening, Gamecock Jenny. How did your doctor's appointment go with everything? Yeah, my husband said he had the same thing, coffee, no creamer. So that's why I'm telling y'all. If y'all have an ad that pops up that don't want to load right and it don't want to skip and it just wants to keep sitting there, if you're, the three little dots you can touch or whatnot for it, make sure y'all report that ad to YouTube so they'll stop playing that ad altogether, because I don't want nothing happening to my subscribers and my peoples. You know what I'm saying? And if they got a bad ad, they need to know. But yeah, there's good parts and bad parts of every neighborhood, right? Let me tell y'all something about some of them upper class. I've lived in some of them upper class you know, suburban uh neighborhoods. You don't want to know what the bad thing about that is? Everybody talks shit. You know what I'm saying? About everybody. You can't trust not a damn motherfucker in that damn neighborhood, right? They act like they better than everybody. If they saw you broke down on the side of the street, they'd laugh at you and then make that the talk of the area. So, yes, there's good and bad in every neighborhood or every area. Whether you want to say it's the trailer park, the hood, the ghetto, the you want to say it's the suburban area, you want to say it's the country. There's good and bad for every single thing, right? There are certain things you love about certain neighborhoods and some things you hate about it. Now, I will say the chances of you getting robbed in that suburban neighborhood are probably lower. The chances of somebody breaking in your house is probably lower. You could probably leave shit out in your yard and it's okay, depending on where you live, because, even in some suburban neighborhoods, your shit still gets sold. And there's more meth heads or people who do like the higher drugs, right? In those suburban neighborhoods, there a lot of people don't know this. There's a drug dealer in your neighborhood if you live in a suburban area. I hate to tell you that. You may not know it, but there's just as many drugs there as there is in the hood. And sometimes they got the better shit. I'm just saying, because that's where we used to go get our weed from when I was a kid. You know what I'm trying to say? So and now the only thing bad about in the country is because you so far out, sometimes it's hard for people to get to you. Now, being in the country surrounded by family is actually a good thing. I love living in the deep country, and I'm gonna explain to you why. Because I don't have to worry about somebody breaking in my house. I can leave shit out in my front yard. Ain't nobody stealing nothing. I know who's coming down the street. I know exactly whose car belongs to what house. If I see a new person, I'm peeping them out like, who the fuck is you? You know what I'm saying? But the bad thing is living so far out in the country and your neighbors are so spread apart is that if you need help, sometimes it's harder to get help. I'm telling you, shit, them rich kids in the burbs, um, they usually got the good shit. Mm-hmm. There's no cell phone service, there's dead zones, all that other stuff. So it's a trade-off. You get what I mean? Like when I lived in the hood, I had some of the best experiences. We had block parties, we had cookouts. You know what I'm saying? The whole neighborhood got involved in it. You know what I'm saying? We had some of the best community and love for one another that I have ever seen in any community. I've been, like I said, I've lived in the deep country. I grew up in like many different areas, right? And that's the one thing I love about the hood. That's the one thing. It's the community aspect. And there used to be, and I love my country now. I love my country because in the country, you ain't got to worry about all that bullshit, right? You ain't got to worry about watching over your shoulder, no stuff like that. But I'm going to tell you this, if you were respected in the hood, you didn't have to look over your shoulder unless it was a new person coming in that didn't know the rules and regulations. And they didn't know, who not to fuck with, who to fuck with kind of situation. Um, and I had a lot of family. I'll miss them dearly. I finally I found my auntie. She's not my blood auntie, obviously, but I found her on Facebook, and I love that woman. I'm gonna tell you something. That woman was if she don't go to heaven, ain't none of us going to heaven. I'm just saying. She is a God fearing woman and she put up with way too much shit from her husband. She's a good woman. I love her. I will always love her. My uncles, you know what I'm saying? They might have not have been my blood family, but they was my family. I don't care. I was their white little niece. Yeah. So I don't care. That's my family. And you can get some of the best food. Um, but in the country, what I do love is you don't have to worry about somebody breaking into your house as much. You could leave shit out in your front yard all day. Like when I lived in the city, I had to lock stuff up, you know. I had to put stuff in the house or lock it up in a shed. You had to keep an eye on it and all that stuff. I don't have to do that where I live now. I could just leave stuff like I could leave something real expensive right in the front yard and I ain't got to worry about it, you know? So it's give and take in every neighborhood. I will tell you, I would rather deal with a crackhead than a meth head. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I'd rather deal with it. Okay, here's the thing about a crackhead. Um, they most of the time they offer to do jobs for you, right? To get they crack. They work hard for it sometimes. Now sometimes we have some thieving crackheads. I'm not saying we don't. But I'm also a meth head will start hearing shit in their brain that didn't really happen and go berserker on you for no reason. I've had that. I've seen that. I don't really want to deal with either one of them, but if I had to, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, if you ever been around both of them, and if you ever been in certain neighborhoods, they're there. You can't get rid of them. You can't get away from them. You get what I'm saying? They're there just as well. But sometimes I'd rather deal with that. Now I have met some pretty cool ones when they're not on it, but I've never been on drugs a day in my life. Um, I've never done any hard drugs. I don't ever plan to. Hey, Mr. Richie April. I also love the fact that you put anonymous coward back there because here's the thing. Um, not necessarily, you should totally take off anonymous coward and put on there anonymous smarty. And if anybody ever calls you a dumbass, you tell them, no, I'm a smartass. There's a difference. Get it right. And if they ever call you a smartass, then you tell them, I'd rather be a smartass than a dumbass any day of the week. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to have a saying for everything. And if you ever accidentally put on two different socks, like if you got a pair of black socks and a pair of navy blue socks and they look exactly the same in the dark and you ain't got the light on, you can't tell the difference, so you might accidentally put it on wrong, right? You know what you tell somebody if you ever do that? I got the same pair at home. Think about it. The other set of socks is at your house, so you got the same pair at home. See, you got to have a comeback for everything somebody say to you. And you know what I thought about these beef sector streets and a lot of these YouTube sectors? It reminds me of when we was in like fourth and fifth grade. Do y'all remember we used to be out on the playground early in the morning before or during break time or whatnot? And we'd be sitting there we called it janking on each other when I was little, right? We'd be sitting there roasting each other in the schoolyard. Like we used to sit there and do the thing. Yo mama so old, and then yo grandma got holes in her, just it was yo mama, yo granddad, we'd be sitting there just back and forth talking shit about each other. The crazy part when we were kids, we could literally have a laugh, go back in school, and be cool with each other. Now, sometimes somebody would go too far talking about somebody's mama or accidentally say some truth and not even know it's the truth. Like, that's why your daddy left. Not realizing that is really what happened to him, and then people get mad and then they start fighting for real. We have had that happen. And if you look at the beef sector, that's kind of what happens, ain't it? Or the mob tube or any of the sectors of YouTube. At first, people start doing the thing where they go and they slick, you know, trading licks and stuff, and then somebody say something that really touch a nerve, and then the other person get real serious about it. If you know what bothers somebody, that's why I tell people know thy enemy. If you're going to beef, if you're going to fight online, know thy enemy. Because if you can find out their trigger and what bothers them, you've already won. See, that's why that one girl who thought she was talking shit about me, I found her trigger. She's stupid. She let that go. She didn't find mine. She didn't bother me. I never got a, like, ooh, ooh, ooh. You get what I'm saying? If y'all notice, the times I have gotten to beefs, I try not to get into beefs. If y'all notice that, y'all know that about me. I try not to get into the beefs. If y'all notice that, I try to sit back in the cut and be cool with everybody. Um, but there's sometimes that people try to pull my card because they think I'm weak, because I'm nice, and because I'm white. It is true. You know what I'm saying? They think I'm weak, or they're trying to test me, right? Know thy enemy. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna say this. I stay neutral too, Miss Tracy. I don't try to get in the shit. Like the other day, I was up on Lolo's link. I like Lolo and I like Jay Dunn. Some people don't like Jay Dunn. I do, right? And I like a lot of people that a lot of people don't like and they can't understand. Yeah, I'm not trying to prove nothing. That's right, Miss Coffee. No cream. I ain't got nothing to prove. I have nothing to prove. Um, I have nothing to prove to anybody else, And I was sitting up there and she started talking about the situation with her and her. I stayed the hell out of it because that ain't got shit to do with me. Now I did tell and I like Queen 88. I've known her for a long time. I don't agree with some of the shit she's doing right now with Judge Fifi, and I don't agree with what Judge Fifi's doing. I do not, and I specifically said it. If somebody is nice enough to let you on their panel, don't try to strike them. Don't try to P-bomb them because somebody else said something you don't like. That's some weak sauce shit. If you're going to get up there to beef, don't get mad when somebody says something that hurts your feelings. Just come back at them. And if you don't win that day, cool. It is what it is. It was like fighting back in the day, right? You win some, you lose some. I will say I ain't never lost a fight, but that don't mean I can't. You get what I'm saying? That don't mean I can't lose a fight. Everybody can. My mom and daddy always taught me this one simple fact. You go out there, you give it your all, and there is always going to be somebody bigger and badder than you out there. So don't think that you the biggest, baddest motherfucker. Don't get a big head. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get that big heads, when you run up on somebody that's really going to take your ass out. Oh, say hey to the grandbabies for me, Racing. Good morning, beautiful. It is weak. It is weak, Miss Tracy, because you know what I'm saying? Like, here's the thing. I don't have to prove anything about I know who I am. Y'all know who I am, right? So when people try to call me racist or people try to say this shit about me or that shit about me or whatever, everybody that knows me knows that's not me. So I don't have to prove shit. When you have to prove it, it means that they might be right. You get what I'm saying? Because here's the thing. Another thing, I will say, I take this. It ain't what they call you, it's what you answer to. And if it ain't for you, if it don't apply, let it fly. If it ain't about you, don't assume it's about you. Because not everything that is said is about you. And some people make assumptions. And you know what they say about assumptions? You're going to make an ass out of your damn self. Now, I will say, with the situation, well, what had happened over there at the hood tables one day, and somebody slick shaded either myself, Creole, or the hood table, right? I love the hood table. Y'all know that. That's my sister from another Mr. Creole Liba Butterfly. That's my sister from another Mr. I don't care if you were slick shading me, her, or her. It still applies what I said because I would say the same thing if it was about the other two, if that makes sense. Because those are my sisters, and ain't no bitch gonna disrespect them. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? That's like when Ghetto got pissed off because what is her name? What is her name? I know her name. She's from New York. She's from the Mo 3 sector. She reads a bitch for filth. I forgot her name, and for some reason it's not coming. Anyway, she was reading Ghetto's ass for filth, right? She was reading him filth. We were over at the hood table. It was before I started my channel. And I did not hear her say Ghetto's name. I didn't hear her dox him. He jumped down and started claiming that she doxed him. I didn't hear it. Neither did the hood table. we both sitting there trying to listen as hard as we can. So then he starts threatening the Hood Tables channel. I'm sorry, I went to fuck off on him because you ain't gonna threaten my homie's channel. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't been really that cool since then. I'm sorry. He never apologized, and he should have, because he was scratching with some Max Boogie. That's who he was scratching with. My bad, y'all. Him and Max Boogie was scratching. That didn't have shit to do with the Hood Table. She just let him scratch. She let him go. You know what I'm saying? Which is what you should do. Stay the fuck out of it. She was staying neutral. Because he lost, he blamed it on the Hood Table. That's bullshit. Just because you weak and couldn't scratch with a woman don't mean you blame it on another woman. That's weak. That's some weak ass shit. And he was running around threatening her channel and threatening her and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, I ain't cool with that. Because that's some weak ass shit. To me, I wouldn't threaten nobody's channel. I would not. I'm not that type. I did tell Lolo's, somebody in the chat was getting Lolo to say things about STRIKE teams, right? And stuff like that. And she was repeating what they were saying in chat. Does she realize that could have been somebody setting her up to get her channel? Because that's against YouTube guidelines. And I had to type in chat and tell her to be careful what you say. Because you cannot say you're going to do that to anybody. And you can't let nobody come up on your channel and say that shit. So I don't know if you're going to hear this, Jay Dizzle. If you hear me in the future, be careful, girl, letting people up on your panel say that shit. That day you had Fifi up there and she was talking about the list. That shit can get your channel taken. You got to be careful with that shit. That's really highly against YouTube guidelines. You got to be careful. Y'all as content, anybody that's a content creator, Miss Tracy, anybody, right? You got to be real careful with let people talk about, false flagging and shit, because that shit is against guidelines. Y'all got to be careful with that. The flag on the play. You feel me? Yeah, Miss Tracy, she got a whole list. She got a whole list of people that she got on there. And it ain't just Beef Sector, even though people say it's just Beef Sector. It's not, because Octavius Prime is not Beef Sector. He's on the list. Some of the people on the list are from the Mo 3 sector. Some of the people on the list are you know what I'm saying? I think there's only 3 or 4 from the Beef Sector on the list. I don't know. But it's not just Beef Sector people. Octavius ain't Beef Sector. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what sector he came from, but he ain't Beef Sector. Just because you dated a Beef Sector lady, and just because you were, around us, don't mean you is us. I'm sorry, you'll never be Beef Sector in my opinion, but maybe that's just me. I have my opinions. Now, I do believe some people are not from the Beef Sector, but are getting Beef Sector titles. Also, Miss Coffee No Creamer, you're a very beautiful person. I just wanted to say that. You're so pretty. I just went over there and subscribed to it. Made sure I was subscribed to it. I make sure, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta, gotta do my due diligence and make sure I'm subscribed to it. Good morning, Miss Catherine. It is outrageous. It is outrageous. It really is. To me, when everybody was talking about, how the Beef Sector has changed and how these sectors on YouTube are changing, right? It is changing. It is evolving. You got to think about it like this too. Every one of us are getting older, right? And some of the things that we did when we was younger, we're not going to do anymore when we get older. So that leads to a change. Then you have new people come in who don't know history or don't know things, and they move a different way than OG Beef Sector moved. So it's different. It'll never go back to the original. Because also the Beef Sector was new, it was fresh, it was something different, right? So when it started and it did its thing, you know what I'm saying? It was something that a lot of us hadn't seen before, hadn't been a part of. And so for us, it was like something fresh. And a lot of us has matured a lot since those times. Or, we like seeing the beefs, but I'll say, hey, Huggy Bear. I say a lot of things that a lot of people move away from in the beefing sector is the fake plays, the fake beefs. You know what I'm saying? When it ain't real, it ain't organic, it ain't original. Huggy Bear, my dad used to know a guy that went by Huggy Bear. And I know y'all probably not the same persons. You get what I'm trying to say? But my dad used to talk on the CB radio, Citizen Band. And so I met a lot of people over like from all over the world. Like I've literally talked to Skip in Mexico. That's how I learned some Spanish when I was younger. I actually learned how to do before I ever took Spanish or did anything with Spanish or anything. I'm not a good Spanish speaker. I admit to it. I can actually sing in Spanish better than I can speak it. Um, but that's how I learned the numbers, the colors, or some of them. I done forgot some of them over time. Um, and that's how I learned how to curse. I learned how to curse in Spanish before I ever learned anything else in Spanish because I listened to them curse each other smooth the fuck out. But yeah, so I've met people from all over the world through that before too. If y'all don't know what a CB is, it's called a citizen. Um, maybe so, maybe so. But yeah, I learned a CB is a citizen band radio. Then you have what's the other one called? Um, a ham radio. But yeah, if the world ever goes to shit, you might need a CB and know how to talk on one because those will still be going because they run off of radio waves and antennas. And so when cell phones go out, my dad is as big as Bigfoot if you ever see him in real life. Like all I need, okay, y'all, look, I'm totally gonna. I was thinking about this. If I dressed my dad up in a Bigfoot costume and had him walk in the woods, I could scare the shit out of people. It would be hilarious. Okay, think about this. My dad is 6'4", right? Almost 6'5", and he's like 300 something. But it's all like, whoo, he's cornbread fed motherfucker because he's from the south. And imagine if I put him in a Bigfoot costume, and he has like his feet are like a size 14 or 15, right? So imagine if I had him walking through the woods, he could scare the shit out of some folks. Like he could really scare the shit out of some folks. He really could. He might have been Huggy Bear. My daddy used to be a hoe. My daddy was a hoe. My mama turned a hoe husband into a. She turned a hoe into a husband. They say you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Well, my mother changed a hoe into a husband. She showed you he was a hoe. Like at one time, like my dad was a hoe. I probably got different siblings I don't even know about out there. Um, that could be like I have to ask sometimes. Like when I was dating, I would have to ask, "Who's your daddy? What's your mama's name? Are you sure that's your daddy? Daddy, do you know such and such?" Because if he even so much knew the person's mama, I couldn't even talk to him. I ain't accidentally dating my half brother. I ain't doing it. My daddy was a hoe. He really could. You have a good day, Miss Coffee No Creamer. Huggy is not a trucker. Huggy is a pimp. It's hard out here for a pimp when it's Huggy trying to get the money for the rent. Yes, I even asked. See, look, my babe's in chat, and he's telling you right now. I even asked him, "Who's your mama? What's her name? Where's she from?" I had to end up getting somebody from up north, and bringing them down here because I'm too afraid to date anybody from my state. Yep, racing they are. They're born and raised. Everybody in my family's born and raised. Now I got family from different areas because of movement. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, born and raised, baby. Born and raised. I hope that you have an amazing day, Miss Coffee No Creamer. See, I might have met you at the corner store, Huggy Bear, at that liquor store down yonder on the corner. And I think I gave the Huggy Bear a hug, y'all. And it was a big old hug. And like when he hugged you like a motherfucker hug you. He holds you like nobody holds you. Heck yeah, Miss Tracy. Miss Tracy's also from Mississippi. She's born and raised, baby. Born and raised. I'll tell you something. I talked to a few people that come down here. They was down here for work, and you believe that they were told, like in Chi-Town, in Atlanta, and different places. Yeah, yep. I kind of pulled your fur a little bit. See what had happened was in retrospect. Um, you so soft and cuddly, Mister Huggy Bear. Uh, but like, what was I saying? Y'all done forgot what the fuck I was saying. Sometimes I do that. Um, shit, I done forgot. Oh yeah, I know what I was talking about. So I was talking to this dude. He was down here for work or whatnot, and he said that he was gonna see all this stuff down here, all this crazy stuff. Cause there's a misconception about Mississippi, being a racist state and all this other shit. That is actually a pretty big misconception, unless I'm gonna say this. They're not gonna do it to your face a lot of times. They too chicken shit. Mississippi is also highly like we're like a melting pot now, right? And I'll say the most racist shit I've seen here now is more like systematic, if that makes sense, and not the people against each other, but systematic bullshit. Most of the time, they too chicken shit to do it to your face down here. He said it actually was off putting how nice people were, and it also depends on where you at in Mississippi. Because I'm gonna say this: you can go to some towns and they'll be the racistest place you ever been. Then you go to another town, 2 towns over, sweetest place you ever been in your life. So it just depends too on that. It does. Um, it most people are too chicken shit to do it to your face. I'm just saying. It ain't like it used to be. Now you still get some of that shit from some of the older generation, if that makes sense. But the newer generation, they don't think of it like that. Most of the systematic shit I've seen is yeah, they're not saying nothing to your face. They too chicken shit to say it to your face. They really are. I didn't even know one of my ex neighbors was racist until the shit with Trump went down, and I heard him say some stuff I ain't never heard out of his mouth. And we were in a mixed neighborhood, so there was every color of the rainbow in the neighborhood, right? And I wasn't expecting it. And I guess he thought because I was white, I was gonna be okay with that. First off, I couldn't first say nothing at first because my jaw dropped. I wasn't expecting it. Like when you're not expecting it from someone, it really fucks you up. Oh, you was pimping in Jackson's shoe. You might be the long lost daddy to one of my friends, Jason Voorhees. That's not his real name, but it is a screen name or a name that he goes by, his rap name or whatnot. You might be his long lost daddy for all I know. Huggy Bear probably got little huggies all over the world. He was pimping since before pimping. It's hard out here for the Huggy Bear when he pimping on these bitches with his hat. I want to go to Texas because I want to be able to sing the song. Now, yeah, they get knocked the fuck out, Miss Tracy. You know it is. You know it. Um, I want to go to Texas just so I can sing the song. If you're gonna play in Texas, you gotta have a fiddle and a band. That lead guitar's hot, but not for a Louisiana man. And see, I just want to say that one good time. I just, he was pimping. I'm gonna tell you something. Jackson is rough. So if you was pimping in Jackson, you was being a badass pimp. I'm gonna tell y'all something that happened to my mom. A true story. My son was born at the University Hospital in Jackson, Mississippi. First time I'd ever been to Jackson. And my mama went out there to smoke her a cigarette. And she was out there with our black friend, Sierra's mama. I can't remember Sierra's mama's name, but Sierra was cool as shit. I love that girl. I wish I could get back in contact with her. She was from down south Mississippi. And, she was cool as shit. I love Sierra. I do not remember her mama's name for the life of me. But her mama was awesome. I loved her mama. So my mama and her mama went out there, right? Do you believe that the popo tried to stop my mama and her mama because of, it being a white woman and a black woman together, and accused them and asked them, because they were on the corner, because you couldn't smoke on the property of the thing, if they was prostitutes? My mama like, what the hell you talking about? She's like, what the shit? Could you imagine being accused of that shit and you ain't even did nothing? Mama like, our babies are in the hospital together. Yeah, just because it was a white woman and a black woman standing side by side smoking a cigarette together. They went out there and they were together for protection. You know what I'm saying? That was some bullshit, wasn't it? That was some bullshit. You got to help them. They need to be holed up. Maybe that was why that one cop had a little issue. Maybe he needed some, he needs some pootie tang. Oh, you and MTN girl or Idaho? Um, racist stars. My dad messed with a girl from Idaho, and then he was with a girl from Missouri, the Show Me state, and she said, "Show me." My daddy was a hoe. When I say my daddy was a hoe, my daddy really was a hoe. He messed with a girl from Idaho though. I don't know if that was when he was in Texarkana or when he was driving the truck or what, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. The Mad Mabel, you put the Mad Mabel on the popo. I you know what I'm saying? The popo hole. I don't fuck with the police. I don't care about the police. Okay. Now here's the crazy part. I've known some cool ass. My dad had a friend that was a policeman, and he was cool as shit. Okay. My dad talked him into acting like, okay, so we lived in this neighborhood and everybody knew us, right? And my dad was friends with one of the sheriffs and whatnot. And he told him, he said, hey, I got to ask you a question. Can you do this for me? Can you come in with sirens blazing, grab me up, sling me against the car, act like you roughing me up, you beating me down, and throw me in the back of the car and just drive away? And his cop friend did it for him. My dad played a joke on the entire area. He did. He did. He played a joke on it. and then they went and got high afterward. Anyway. They smoked some weed. It was funny. My dad played a whole trick on the entire of our neighborhood doing that. He was a jokester, and I'm just glad Dad didn't think about it, but I'm glad that my uncle didn't get PTSD and start, popping off shit. I'm just saying, my uncle was from Tennessee, and they told him if he didn't get out of the state of Tennessee, they was gonna pin something on him. Let's just say when my uncle went clack clack motherfucker, he meant that shit. He had 2 teardrops, and they was real. You get what I'm saying? You feel me? Read between the lines. I'm just glad my uncle didn't have a PTSD moment. uh, but yeah, like, there's always good and there's always bad in every aspect of life. There's always going to be good people and there's always going to be bad people. And we're always going to have like cool ass people and we're always going to have racist ass motherfuckers. Then I'm going to tell you the ones that get me the most is the covert ones. I'd rather, if you going to do it, Just be truthful about it and don't be covert. I hate them covert ones. Those are the ones that, you know what I'm saying, you don't expect it from, and then when they do it, it fucks your whole life up because you wasn't expecting it, and your face, like your jaw dropping. You're like, what the fuck? I don't like them motherfuckers. I don't like the coverts. I don't like the coverts. Mm-mm. What up, Watcher Boo? Oh snap! Mabel be having them Popo's wives numbers. Oh snap! See, now Mabel may be a pimp herself. You know, Huggy, you may be pimping Mabel, but Mabel may be the pimp too, cause she could be pimping the husbands and the wives. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's hard out here for a pimp, so she may be doing it all. You never know. She may be pimping since pimping since pimping. You know what I mean? Man, I was hoping Watcher you would have went live last night. I was having one of the moments where I couldn't sleep. Yeah, Mabel had them mental issues, but you know, we love her anyway. We love her anyway. No matter if she crazy. I was hoping you'd go live last night because I couldn't sleep. And it was like, you know, I couldn't sleep and whatnot. And you know how that happens. Which means that my sleep schedule's gonna be a little messed up. I might keep the time that I go live at 9 o'clock instead of 8:30 because I kind of like it because it gives me a little extra minute of 30 minutes to, like, if I want to sleep in a little bit. You know what I mean? Gives me that little extra minute. Oh, she from Jackson. Oh, she one of them rough. Oh, look, I wonder if she got her a Louisiana man, or or you know, um if she's down there dancing. Ooh, y'all know we ain't got no strip clubs up here in North Mississippi. We only have a titty club, and we only got one of them. Like, we don't really have stuff like that up here. We don't have the casinos ain't up here. They all down south. Because there's a reason why. The Oh, and they fisting to pass. I'm gonna tell y'all all for my Mississippi people, Miss Tracy. They fisting to pass weed for recreational in Mississippi. Because they're sending the tribes, before they pass for recreational in most areas. They did this in New York too. They put a vote off to the tribes. Well, they're doing that here in Mississippi because we have a reservation down here in Mississippi, if y'all didn't know. And that's where yes, they're fixing to pass it, Miss Tracy. That's why you've been seeing all these new, like, I'm gonna tell you, just in Tupelo alone. Hey, Mr. Jim, calling to the best gym, the only gym that ever would be. um, they fixing to pass it. They fixing to pass it, Miss Tracy. They're doing the vote with the reservation right now. They always do that first. Why? I don't know if it has something to do with the treaty. Um, you know what I'm saying? But for some reason, before they pass that, they talk to the reservations. I don't know why. I think it has something to do with they have like some kind of something over the tobacco or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, there's something to do with the treaty from way back then with the Native American thing. And there's something to do with that. I'm not exactly sure because they did the same thing in New York. They did the same thing in other places with reservations. I'm from the Slapaho tribe too, Huggy. We both from the Slapaho tribe. Snap. Oh my god. I'm also okay, so I'm associated with the Slapaho tribe and cut a bitch. Oh my god, because I'll cut a bitch in a minute. Um, I can't believe we both from the Slapaho tribe. That's what my daddy always say. And Watch her when she was saying shucky ducky ducky whatever thing. My dad used to say that when I was little, and like I didn't know what it meant obviously as a kid.
Uh,
Yeah, Huggy, I know you don't cut a hoe like I do. I'm a part of the cut a hoe tribe and the slap a hoe tribe. I will cut a hoe in the name of Jesus, and I will slap that bitch too. But see, I'm a part of that. Not Huggy being a part of that. Yeah, I am. I am a part. I'm a part of the cut a hoe tribe. I will cut a hoe and then I'm gonna slap that bitch. See, I got my pimp powder on deck. On deck. You know that's why I keep my baby powder over here. So if I have to slap a hoe, you know what I'm saying. I keep my baby powder. I gotta have my baby powder for slap the hoe to slap the hoe. You know what I'm saying. And then I keep my peace so I can keep my peace. If you get what I'm saying. I'm too old to be fighting nowadays. I don't. I used to be a beat the bitch down tribe too. But see what happened was in retrospect, I got older, and now I just cut a hoe in the name of Jesus, and I might pow a bitch in a minute. So it is what it is. But some of them hoes, it's hard out there for them, and I understand. And some hoes are my best friends, so y'all don't talk shit about my hoe friends, cause they my besties, and I vicariously live through them. Mm-hmm. Oh snap! Watcher picked up pissed off Patty once in Waco. Dog exposed, exposed. Huggy's exposing it. Watcher, ooh, I'm telling. Watcher, he just exposed that you picked up pissed off Patty, dog. Oh my god, y'all didn't know that was a secret. You wasn't supposed to tell Huggy Bear. Snap! You accidentally let off too much, dog. You're not supposed to tell about pissed off Patty, bruh. That was a secret. And I sure didn't help him hide the body. I sure didn't help him, you know what I'm saying, in the backwoods. I'm just saying. We got a lot of empty fields. Hey, now for real though, I've heard about that shit for real though. People really doing that shit. Yeah, Mr. Huggy, I didn't get to meet you in the past, but I got to meet you today, and that's awesome. I have heard nothing but good things about you, Mr. Huggy Bear. Oh, the wacko from Waco. Oh shit. Snap. You're not supposed to tell on Watcher though. See, shh. Nobody knows. That was a secret. And some of these hoes, I swear, um, we're gonna pray for the ugly ones. See, it's like they was talking about, Mr. Rubin being a specific weight or whatever. But Mr. Rubin is a good looking gentleman. No matter what size he is, he can lose weight, but can they lose they ugly? Nope. Bitch, you can't change you ugly as fuck. We can change the fact that we fat. You know what I'm saying? Watcher could get corrective lenses, for her eyes that want to cross sometimes and they don't see eye to eye with each other. But and we can lose weight, Watcher. You know what I'm saying? But can they lose they ugly? Nope. They can't lose that. They'd hate us if we lost weight and got cute and shit. They already hating and we fat. Imagine if we got skinny. I'm just saying. He is a good man, Miss Racing. He is a really good man. And that's what I was saying. Is like, here's the thing about these hoes, right? We can we can lose weight, but they can't lose they ugly. They just uglier than hell, inside and outside. Inside and outside. They ugly on the inside and the outside. But it is what it is, I suppose. We gonna pray for them, dear baby, sweet baby Jesus. Help them with they ugly. They can't help it, poor little tanks. They just uglier than hell. Poor little tanks. Oh shit, you got mugged up in Jackson. I might know that hoe. Huggy, I might know that hoe that got you, dog. Dog, we might need to go. We might need to go slap a whole tribe on that bitch. You know, whoop that trick, homie. Whoop that trick, Huggy Bear. Whoop that trick. You know, we might need to do that. We might need to do that. I'm going to Jackson. You big talking man. I'm gonna slap that hoe in Jackson for robbing my Huggy Bear. Yep, I'm gonna slap that hoe. I might cut that bitch too. You never know. Sometimes I'm a crazy bitch, and sometimes I need to cut a hoe in the name of Jesus. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, dog. Might need to slap that hoe. Captain Slap a hoe. Might need to slap that hoe, knock her teeth out a little bit, show her who's boss, you know. I'm gonna make her give me her money. Give me my money, bitch. I'm just saying. I pulled that one bitch's hair out. Shit. She was bald head, scallywag. She didn't have no hair in back. Her hair is weaved up, jacked up. That stuff was messed up. I fucked all her head up. I'm just saying. Bitch didn't have a hair one when I left. Just saying, sometimes you gotta fuck a hoe's head up. You gotta do what you gotta do, homie. What? Okay. My crazy just came out, y'all. Y'all know when my crazy comes out, it's a whole different character. It's a whole different ball game when she come out. Y'all don't want her. Y'all don't want her. She ain't right in the head. At least I admit it. I admit that I'm a crazy. They be trying to say watch her crazy. Man, they don't know, dog. If they only knew how crazy I really was, they would not mess with me. They wouldn't want to play them games. They wouldn't want to play them games. I'm just saying. Some of them play too many games and don't realize that some of us don't care about going to jail. I will smile in my mugshot. I ain't never been in jail in my life. I can take that simple assault charge, get on my own recognizance because I ain't never been in jail, right? And when you ain't never been to jail, you can get out what they call on your own. It's a turnkey because you ain't never been. And because of that, you know, I don't mind beating a bitch's ass and paying that. I think it's $250 for a simple assault charge, maybe 125. I'll pay it. There's certain people worth that $250. There's certain people that I would love to slap the shit out of. Just saying. Don't drop the soap, big homie. I want to sing that for some folks that I know out here. They over here thinking they can get away with everything, and I'm just saying some of them need to know not to drop the soap, big homie. Cause they sure got a pretty mouth, you know what I mean? But ain't got no jaw. How the hell you gonna be born without a jaw? I still ain't figured that shit out. What the fuck happened to you in Euro for you not to have a jaw at all? Like no jaw at all. How you not gonna have a jaw? How the hell's that? Oh, the Huggy Bear. Did you ever think about, maybe I'm going to subscribes? I'm already subscribed. I do that. There's a reason why I'm subscribed, even if you ain't doing content, because you could get a community wall and like share people if you get subscribers. But also, just in case I know it's you, if somebody tries to come in with another account that ain't you and they try to pretend to be you, then I know it ain't you because I'm not subscribed. See, that's the way I play that. I subscribe just about to everybody, right? That hits my chat. And even if you don't do content creating or whatnot, because that way I know if a bitch is trying to play to be you. Because can't nobody beat a Huggy Bear like the Huggy Bear beat a Huggy Bear and the Huggy Bear. And maybe you can get you a community wall where you could talk shit about Man Mabel on a community wall and give us sightings of where she was spotted last. And we can find out where pissed off Patty went off to. Sometimes you gotta, do what you gotta do. Yeah. And I know where that Maine come from, Maine. For real, those. Because, I'm from here too. And it's something we say a lot. Maine, you don't even know, dog. Visiting and visiting and visiting. I be visiting. I be telling. I'm snitching. No, I'm kidding. I'm telling my mama. I swear it sounds like some of these grown ass people that are older than me. They in their 50s and 60s. Sound like they always snitching and telling their mama on everything. Like they can't take care of the smoke by themselves, so they gotta snitch on folk. Like you 50, 60 years old. What the fuck you doing snitching? You old enough to be my grandparent, acting like you, a little 2-year old child. Shit. Sad when somebody, got more maturity in their pinky finger than some of these 60, 70-year-old women and men on here who act like little bitches because they can't handle some words said to them. Snitching hoes. You know they say snitches get stitches and wind up in ditches, don't you? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh man, you done sweated your ass off. You know what I mean? Oh, dog, it's hot as hell out there. I'm gonna tell y'all. I done told the devil, take back your heat, bruh. We can't handle it no more. Take back your heat. We don't want it. Return to sender. Return to sender. We don't want it. We don't want it. We don't want it. Return to sender. Y'all can have that shit. Take it back. We don't want it. It's too damn hot. Oh, I've mowed the lawn. Let me tell you something. Try push mowing 2.5 acres with a small ass lawnmower in the heat with a hillside dog. It was a bitch. It was a straight up bitch. You was pimpus, but pimping, dog. I ain't down there near Jackson. I'm up near Tupelo. Oli Put, as they say in the past. And if you know where Oli Put comes, that means you done watch some stuff and you know about Kay and Buddy Bang. You know what I'm saying? The morning show that we used to have. Um, Kay and Buddy and whatnot on I think it was Saturday mornings or something, and they used to do their little singing thing and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm gonna say this though. It's a great workout plan, and you lose a lot of weight because of it. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. When I was doing that, I was losing hella good weight, dog. It was better than the gym. I didn't have to pay a gym. I just went out there and mowed the grass in the heat. That's all it takes to lose all that. I lost all that weight. That's awesome. Huggy, if you ever come back, we'll go get us some lunch or something. I'll take you to the good barbecue joint down the street. We got a good ass barbecue joint down here. Oh man, they make some of the best, and they not expensive neither. They good as hell. It's not up in Saltillo per se, but it's up in some good places over here. If y'all ever up in Boonville Bottom, go to a little spot called Lamar's, baby. Lamar's. It's good as hell. Whoo, Jesus. They got some good ass barbecue. Good ass barbecue. Just the mm. I'm thinking about that barbecue sandwich right now, that jumbo barbecue. Hell yeah. Ooh, yeah, I love that bar. And they got some good ass fried fish. Ooh, Jesus. And some Oh, they just got good food. Like they just got good food. Skirt. Originally, I'm from a little place in Monroe County, a little old hick town. Couple places down there, couple places down there, down that way. But moved to Lee County when I got a little older. It is good. Ooh, I love that food. You know what's crazy, Huggy? If we don't walk right by each other years and years ago and never knew it, wouldn't that be crazy? That'd be crazy. But that's the way life is. Sometimes you end up meeting people or knowing people and then you not even know it because this world is small. People don't realize how small this world can be. Oh, I love me some good food. That's one thing I love to. I want to go to Texas, because also there's some places that I want to eat some of that good food. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go visit watching one of these days just so I can sing the song. And she knows the song I'm talking about. The naughty lady from Shady Lane. Oh me, oh my, oh what a girl. I might have. You never know. You never know. I never was huge about the liquor store, but everybody hang out at the liquor store on the corner down yonder down the street. Um, you know, cause that was the spot, dog. Come to find out, be funny as hell. Huggy Bear, you was my long lost cousin I ain't know about. Wouldn't that be funny as shit? That would be funny. I'm just saying. That would be funny though. Come to find out we long lost cousins on our I done told Watcher she my long lost cousin on my Uncle Cletus side, you know. I know, right, Miss Tracy? One day I might have to make my way down to you because we ain't too far. You know what I'm saying? Now, Mr. Huggy, I was the good girl, so I didn't hang out at the butt naked house, but maybe one of my sisters did. Cause I got sisters from other misters and I got sisters and they was hoes and they might have been hanging out, there's some hoes in this house, there's some hoes in this house. I was the only one in my family that wasn't a hoe. I admit it. It's sad. Everybody else was hoes except for my mama. Maybe that's where I got it from. They all took after daddy. They was all hoes. Go get some good food together somewhere else. Yeah, my sisters was all. Yeah, Mr. Feeble, Mr. Feeble's a hoe too. But exposed. Hoes are my best friends. So, hey, Miss Joy, good morning. But don't be talking about hoes, cause some of them hoes is my best friends, and I had to vicariously live through my hoe friends. They have to teach me the hoe game. Now I know how to pimp a hoe, and I know how to slap a hoe. I also know how to cut a hoe, but I don't know how to be a hoe. Okay, I never part of the hoe tribe because I didn't qualify to be a hoe. I didn't qualify for the hoe card, y'all. I didn't qualify for the hoe card. It's so sad. I was a good girl and I didn't qualify for a hoe card. Okay. Some people tell me though being a hoe is overrated, but I'm not sure. I'd have to ask my hoe friends. I could be a bitch all day long. You could call me a bitch. That's true. I am one. But I never qualified for the whole card. I didn't. I admitted it. I admitted it. I was a good proverbial good girl. Um, I didn't do none of that stuff. So it is what it is. When I tell people my body count, they think I'm tripping or lying. I'm like, no, no, I just didn't qualify to be a hoe because I was busy raising a child. Not that I couldn't have been a hoe. I could have been a hoe. I had many dudes wanting me to be a hoe for them, but I chose not to. Because first off, I was scared to give something to Ajax wouldn't rub off. And I wasn't gonna become a statistic. I was scared to become a statistic. Yeah, I'm sorry. Hey, ODS love. How you doing? Yeah, I didn't qualify. I didn't qualify for the hoe card. And I don't qualify Huggy Bear to be one of your hoes because I was never a hoe. So I apologize. If y'all didn't know, ODS is one of the most amazing people. Chill as hell. Love him to death. He's one of my brothers from the beef sector. Amazing person. Um, he helped me get. He was one of the people that helped me get to my 1K. And he is an amazing human being. He also has a mukbang channel. If y'all like to watch mukbangs, he also has that. Let me see if I can get to the mukbang channel. Have you did any mukbangs lately though? I don't think you've been doing none because I know you've been working your tail off. You just been working hard for the money, so hard for you, honey. ODS works hard for the money, so you better treat him right. And don't be going there acting no fool. If you go over to ODS's house, sit back in the cut, get to know people. It is the beef sector. So, just come in with some respect. Put some respect on it. I'm just saying. But that man right there, I got all the ultimate respect for Mr. ODS. I'm trying to find the mukbang channel. I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling. Hold on. Is it attached? Let me see if it's attached. I was over here just scrolling that way. Okay, thank you. Because I want to make sure. I want to make sure y'all know because if y'all like mukbang, ODS does some great mukbangs and whatnot, and he is an amazing person. I'm gonna tell y'all something. He was one of the people that promoted me in the beefing sector, and he's one of the most amazing persons. He's one of the most chillest you will ever meet. I hope your head gets to feeling better also, Mr. Odious. I know what it's like to get a headache, and it is no fun. And this heat, all y'all that's in here right now, make sure y'all stay hydrated because this heat can give you headaches. You know what I'm saying? And you can be dehydrated and not know it. So y'all make sure y'all stay hydrated. Throw the hose some water, Huggy Bear and Mr. Feeble. Make sure all the hose have their water. Don't let them hoes out on the streets not be hydrated hoes. Okay. Hey Jex Lynn, what's up, love? I also like your new name. I noticed it when you changed it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's some thirsty ass hoes out there. They need some water. You know what I'm saying? It's hotter than hell out there. It's hotter than a church sweating it's hotter than a hoe sweating in a church house. Them hoes be up in there, they be sweating like hell in the church house because they know Jesus is about to strike them down. Oh, there's Mr. D Spot. There we go. I'm gonna share that out. Y'all gotta make sure that y'all are, subscribe to the mukbang channel. And this is where you're gonna see all the good food. All the good food. You got to see all the good food, okay? I'm a copy and I'm gonna post this link because he be having all the good food. I'm just gonna say. If y'all want to watch some good mukbang content, y'all like watching and learning about different foods and different stuff. And he be trying when they come out with the new stuff. You know what I'm saying? He be trying it for us, so we don't necessarily have to try it, and we'll figure out if it's good or not. So if we don't want to try it, he's already tried it for us. He told us the good, bad, and indifferent, whether it was okay or just terribles. So watch the mukbang channel. You're gonna get some good content there, and you're supporting a good person with a good heart. So just saying. Mr. ODS got a heart of gold. Thank you, Mr. ODS. You know you ain't got to do that. You know I'm giving you your flowers back because you helped me. Like, you helped me, VS helped me, the Hood Table helped me, and all of the beef sector. I can't forget the beef sector for what they've done. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for the beef sector, I wouldn't have got monetized. The beef sector, y'all pushing me and coming in my chats and all this other stuff. If it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't have been, monetized. So I got to thank y'all for that. I always give my home they flowers. When I go visit anywhere else, I be like, where they be like, where you from? I'm the beef sector. Mm-hmm. Who's your OGs? I started naming them out, but like they all amazing people. I was like, just if you come to the beef sector, there's some rules and regulations that you need to know about. Don't be up in there acting a fool if you don't know nobody, because we will jump you. So come up in there with some respect. Sit back, get to know everybody. You know what I'm saying? Say hey in the chats, get to know people. They won't bite you unless you do something stupid. Just remember you're a visitor, so remain respectful. Don't just jump on chat up on links cussing folks out that you don't know because they'll all turn on you at once. I'm just saying. Don't be no fool. I try to give them the rules and regulations, ODS, I'm just saying. Some people, Miss Tracy, be coming up in with ulterior motives and be up in there trying to do what we do, and they don't get a chance to know everybody first, and that's the biggest mistake they make. That's the biggest mistake they make. And I straight up, I tell folk, if you're gonna come in, be respectful, put some respect on it. But yeah, so I love Mr. ODS's mukbang channel because sometimes he be trying them new sandwiches and that new stuff that I be like, I don't know if I'm gonna like that or not. And I get a chance to not only look at the food, but to see, like, if he make a face, I know I ain't gonna like it because I'm picky. So I know if he's over here going, ooh, it's gonna be nasty and I ain't gonna want to do it. I ain't gonna want to do it. I'm just saying. That's like, what up, world unknown? I hope you don't get too hot out there cutting that grass now. You heard me? Make sure you take care of yourself. I met that young man. He's a good young man. I need to actually share out his channel, y'all. He's a good young man that I met at a doctor's office one day. Just a good young man. And he does his music and he does gaming and different stuff, because y'all know I like to share the wealth and you know, share out people and all that stuff. Y'all know how I am. Let me I know I just copied that. Copy. Okay. Paste. This right here is Mr. World Unknown's channel. He's a young man. And we need to get him to his 1K. He's only at 111 subscribers. He's a young man. He's a good young man. Got a good head on his shoulders. He's going into the 11th grade, y'all. He's doing his music. He's doing his thing. Um, you know, support our youth when they trying to do something better, staying out of trouble, being a good young man. Well, see, that's the way I used to do it, World Unknown. I used to cut early in the morning and cut the grass late in the afternoon. You can't do it during the middle of the day. Oh, you made some salmon salad last night. I had chicken salad the other night, and then last night I made fajitas. And we had like I took the chips and then I put the chicken with all the seasoning because I like getting the fajita mix seasoning, but I also add. Let me tell y'all something. Tahine is the shiznit. If you ain't tried tahine seasoning, that is the shiznit, and I use a little bit of chile lime seasoning in my fajita, and it just gives it that. You know what I'm saying? And then I put some cheese on it and some bacon bits and made sure the cheese got all melty and stuff. It was delicious. I'm not one of those white people who don't season their food. You got to season your food, damn it. Don't be afraid of seasonings. Please. And I swear to God, if I hear anybody say that salt and black pepper is the only seasoning you use, we're going to have issues. We will fight in the streets. Tahini is good as hell, ain't it, Miss Tracy? I use a little when I was making my fajitas. You know, I use my fajita mix seasoning, right? But I like to add a little extra. So I always add a little tahini, and then I have like this lemon lime seasoning from Mrs. Dash, and I use it too. Oh, it makes it pop. It makes it delicious. It makes it delicious. I use a little bit of that tahini and I use a little bit of that lemon lime seasoning from Mrs. Dash. And dog, it sets it off, bruh. It's good. It's good. And I never thought to put bacon bits on. Cause see, some people in my house ate it like a taco salad or a fajita salad. And then some people ate it like chips and cheese. So, you know. Now, see, world unknown. That little white girl from the burbs, baby. She don't know how to season food. She thinks anything above salt and black pepper is too much. And we need to teach that little white girl what good seasoning is. We gotta teach her. We gotta teach her. Reach one, teach one, world unknown. Reach one, teach none. Teach her what all the Tony Creole and what the good seasonings are. Teach her. Now I can't use some of those seasonings I used to use because I got GERD and gastritis. So I can't do stuff like I used to do. I have to be careful with the like spicy red pepper and stuff. Now I used to love using it, but my stomach said nah, bitch. Um my stomach said no, so I can't. But we got to teach that girl. We got to teach her. We got to teach her. Reach one, teach one. We got to reach one, teach one. Oh, you talking about those ones that I wanted to get? Those bottle orange pepper, lime pepper, and lemon pepper ones. Ooh, y'all. Ooh, and they got a mango pepper next. Ooh, snap. Because you know I love my lemon pepper. I love my lemon pepper. Oh, she tripping? She one of them? Nah, stay away from her. Mm-mm. Don't get caught up with some bullshit. If she don't know how to season food, you don't need to be a friend. I'm just saying. Man, I saw some new seasonings at Walmart that I want to try. They got a whole new set. Now my son's a little upset because he loved the Asian noodle seasoning, and they used to sell it at Walmart, but I can't seem to find it at Walmart now. So now I got to go look online for the it's called Asian noodle seasoning or something. He liked using it in his ramen and when I make him stir fry, and yeah, they took it off the shelves, so I gotta find it on Amazon or something, cause it's his favorite. It's his favorite. He loves it. He puts it on everything. Um, I love now. I am a huge lemon pepper connoisseur, and when I saw Miss Catherine that they had all those different seasonings, those different lemon pepper, the lime, and all that, I was like, oh, I need to get that pack. I need to get that. Oh, I need to get that. Delicioso. I love seasoning up with different seasoning depending on what I'm making. I can't stand when something's bland as shit. Now I may not be able to use spices like I used to, like spicy stuff, because I used to be bad about like using spicy like red chili flake and stuff, but I can't do that no more. Now I still put hot sauce in things because a lot of people don't know this. I'm gonna tell you something. If you're cooking a chili, if you're cooking soup, put you a good few teaspoons of Tabasco or hot sauce in it, and it's not gonna make it too hot or anything. It's just gonna give it a good flavor. It's the flavor you want. You want the flavor from it, and so I can't add what I used to it no more because of my stomach condition. But I do miss some. Oh, catfish. Hey, catfish. I was just thinking about fried catfish. Catfish, baby. I'm gonna have to teach you some seasonings. I'm gonna have to teach you. No, catfish. Don't do me like that, catfish. You gotta use more than salt and pepper. Okay, we gotta get you some lemon pepper, some adobe, some tahine. Like we gotta get you some Tony Creole. We gotta get you some seasoning salt. We gotta get you some paprika. We gotta. Oh baby, I'm gonna have to make you a seasoning rack, and I'm gonna have to send it to you. I love catfish though. I do wanna eat catfish because I love catfish and I want some lemon. See, I don't like now. Here's the thing: don't put no damn ketchup on my fish. I'm gonna get mad as hell if you put ketchup on my fish. Okay, I want lemon juice with a little salt. I want a little bit of salt and lemon juice. Okay, now the fish is already seasoned, right? The flour is seasoned, right? But I'm talking about like extra. I don't. I want lemon juice on my fish. Don't you put no damn ketchup on my fish. I'm gonna be mad as hell. I can't stand that shit. Mm mm. That ruins the flavor of good fish. Don't do it. Take you a little bit of lemon. You need some real lemon juice and put it on that fish with a little bit. If the catfish is already seasoned correctly, all you need is lemon juice. And if it's some good catfish and it ain't got that, look, I'm gonna tell you something. If somebody don't clean their fish right and you ever get a muddy flavor from that fish, don't ever eat that shit again. They didn't do right. It's not nothing wrong with salt and pepper. You just gotta have other things added to it. You don't just use salt and pepper. You gotta have some tahini. You gotta have maybe some seasonings, seasoning salt, soul food seasoning. There's all kind of shit out there. Put some shit in your food, I promise. If one of y'all ever say that you put raisins in your motherfucking potato salad, we're gonna fight in the streets for real. We gotta roll. We gotta fight. Yes, Old Bay is good for seasoning fish and any seafood, technically. Old Bay seasoning. Mm-hmm. Then you got crab boil. You got crab boil for your crabs and your seafood boils and stuff. Butter and garlic and all that good love stuff. Garlic's catfish. You could add some garlic to your stuff. Garlic's good for seasoning. It's good for your digestive system. Turmeric, ginger, all those good things. Child, we're gonna have to open your world to a lot of different seasonings. Uh-oh, Huggy gonna buy a dry phone today, y'all. He should have it tonight. What? What? That's what we talking about. We gotta open up catfish as well to different seasonings. We gotta make sure she used some lemon, some lime, some lemon pepper. Lemon pepper is good on pork chops. It's good on chicken. It's good on any white meat. It's delicious. On your steak, they have something called cattleman steak seasoning. That shit is delicious. Weber burger seasoning is real good. I like the Weber gourmet burger blend. That shit is delicious. If you ain't never tried it, Weber got some pretty good seasonings. I will say that. But lemon pepper will be your friend. Lemon pepper is your friend. Seasonings are your friend. Don't be afraid of some Tony Creole. If you can handle spicy food, get some Tony Creole in your life. It will be your friend. Okay? Don't be afraid of the seasoning. Seasoning don't hurt you. It's delicious. You need more than salt and black pepper. I love you, but you need more than salt and black pepper, okay? You need more because it's gonna be delicious. and nutritious. Please, 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 white people, use more seasonings. And mayonnaise is not a fucking seasoning. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry, but I heard that shit, and I will fight a hoe. I just can't help myself. I don't know who think that's a good idea, but we're gonna fight in the streets. We're gonna fight. I swear to God. See, catfish, I got GERD and gastritis. I got that stomach issue, but I promise you, I can show you some seasonings. It's not gonna hurt your tummy. Get, you need to stay away from the black pepper though. Black pepper's not your friend, catfish. Like ground black pepper is actually gonna make your stomach hurt worse. Okay, so that's why I'm telling you, get you some lemon pepper. That ain't gonna hurt you. Seasoning salt. Soul food seasoning. Cattleman's ain't gonna hurt you. Yeah, Cattleman's has some good steak seasoning. It ain't gonna. I don't do spices like I used to because of my stomach. Right. I'm just telling you. Nah, I know what you mean. I got you, Ruben. He got to do some cleaning, y'all. Some laundry and some cleaning done before it get too hot, y'all. You see what I'm saying? Know what I mean, man? I feel you, dog. I got you. Y'all know I'm crazy. My crazy side's out today. I have not taken my ADHD medicine. Remember I told y'all that a different side of me comes out when my ADHD acts up? This is that side of me. It is what it is. I can't stop it. I can't change it. It is what it is. It is what it is. But I'm gonna tell you something, catfish. Lemon pepper gonna be your friend. It ain't spicy. It don't hurt your stomach. And in fact, garlic would be good for you to use a lot if you got stomach issues. You know what I'm saying? Garlic, ginger. Ginger's gonna be good for your stomach. Don't do too much ginger and turmeric though, because they can be a little spicy. But a little bit of it will actually help your stomach. It'll help your stomach. Now I heard it. Yeah, Mrs. Dash is good. Yeah, Miss Dash is good. That's right, Miss Catherine. Miss Catherine, listen, Miss Catherine, y'all. She be knowing her shiznit. Her shiznit izzle. There's some things I could give to you, though, catfish love, and I got ulcers and stomach issues that won't hurt you. It won't hurt your stomach. It won't hurt your stomach, baby. Lemon pepper. Trust me when I say lemon pepper. Mmm. Lemon pepper. I don't have any problem with it. I can't do Tony's Creole no more. And I love Tony Creole, but a lot of times I can do the mild version, but a lot of times the spices I have to stay away from. Like I can't do red pepper of any kind. I can't do cayenne pepper anymore. So I have to read the back of labels to make sure I ain't too much cayenne in it. You know what I'm saying? But I love some lemon pepper. And they got a lime pepper. And oh, see, Miss Catherine, we was talking about it. I got to show y'all what Miss Catherine's talking about. They have this pack that has lemon pepper, lime pepper. Oh, it's so good. And the pepper that's in the lemon pepper, if you get a specific brand, won't hurt your stomach. There are certain brands that have too much cracked pepper in it and it'll make your stomach hurt. You want the Bada, Badia. Badia or however you want to say it. That shit is delicious. The pepper's not overpowering. It won't hurt your stomach. All that other stuff. But they also have like, where's that one? They have lime pepper and stuff. Ooh, I can't wait to try that lime pepper. I want to try that lime pepper so bad, Miss Catherine. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Oh, they got. Ooh. Y'all know I love food. Y'all know I love food. Food is amazing. I'm a fat ass and I love food. What up, though? What up, though? How you doing? Okay, so here it is, y'all. So this is okay. Up here we got the lemon pepper. You can get it in a 2-pack. I don't know why they send it $6, but it's the big pack. That's the big bottle. You know what I'm saying? You can get it in a smaller bottle cheaper. But they also have in that same, they have the lime pepper, You know what I'm saying? Be careful with turmeric. You can add some, but be careful. Paprika, be careful with if it's spice. Here it is. Here it is, y'all. See, they got the orange. I've even heard that they got look, they got the orange for $26. You can get all three of these. They're 6.5 ounces. And look, it's got the lime pepper, the orange pepper. And see, it's not got too much pepper, so it's good. Lemon pepper. Mmm. And they got a tropical all-purpose seasoning. Hold on. Ooh, we gotta look at this, y'all. Look, look. Oh, snap. Saison tropical. Ooh, I gotta try this. Look. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Ooh, that look good. That look good. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, Jesus. I gotta try that. That look good. Saison makes some good stuff too, dog. Oh, I gotta try that. They got some new tropicals. Oh, snap. See right here. This right here. This will help your tummy, but it's all purpose seasoning. And it's got 20 savory blend. It's got garlic, onion, herbs. This right here. This is what you should get. This right here. This right here. This is what you should get, catfish. Look, it's got 14 spices in it, and it ain't. It's all seasoning right there. Woo, let's see. Let's see what season is in it though. Let's see what the product details are. And then I'll tell you if you can have it. Okay, it's got carefully crafted blend of 14 spices, including garlic, onion, parsley, and more to enhance the dish without added salt. All-in-one seasoning, perfect for cooking, grilling, marinades, and seasoning meat, veggie soups, salads for flavorful boosts. Health conscious choice, salt-free, made with natural ingredients, is ideal for low-sodium diets and healthy cooking. Premium quality blend made with fresh aromatic spices to deliver constant taste and vibrant flavors in every recipe. Trusted heritage, buy the spices, and you can see like some of the looks like there might be some looks like some maybe some basil, some different things like that. Don't be afraid of all the green spices, y'all. Some of them be delicious. Now I like Weber. I like their stuff. Ooh, look at this. I could get both of them for $26.09. I can get the 14 spices and the lemon pepper. Y'all, I might have to put this on my Amazon wish list. That's gonna be on my wish list, y'all. Shoot, I might have to make me a wish list with just spices on it. That McCormick pretty good too. I have the bought a complete seasoning like garlic, onion, salt, herb, pepper, spices, and all that stuff. That's good for you. Get your herbs on. Get your herb on. Get your herb on. Get your herb on. Okay, I'm just saying. What was you crying for? Who I need to beat up, Mr. Rubin? Oh, yo, ex was a chef, so he did most of the cooking. I get that one. I get that one. Cause whoever made Mr. Rubin cry, I'm gonna go beat that ass. I will knock your front teeth out. Yeah, they can't even spell Ruben Sanchez. They don't even know how to say it correctly. Ruben. Ruben. It's not that hard. Sanchez. Even my country ass can say it. And dog, I'm country as all get out. Okay? I'm just saying. Some people need Jesus and holy water. We need holy water and bug spray for some of these people. We need holy water, and we need to just some of them we need to smack them upside the head just a little bit. I swear to God, if I did not just lose that ancient, it's somewhere right here by me. I'm probably it's probably like right here, and I'm looking right at it. Oh my, no, you can't ask somebody to help you move if you ain't got your shit already packed. Yeah, that's some bullshit, Mr. Rubin. I would never ask a friend of mine to help me move if I didn't already have my shit packed. Cause first off, I know that you would have to say, hey, look, I need help packing stuff, not just moving it. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. Hell to the no. Yeah, they need help. They didn't just help need moving. They need help packing. Like you don't just say you need help moving. You say packing, cause there's a difference between moving and packing, dog. Cause you gotta pack that shit up before you move it. Duh. I'd be cussing that hoe out, Mr. Rubin. I would have cussed my friend all the way out, no matter how much I loved him. I'd be like, bitch, homie, don't play that. Yeah, I got the water, I got the raid, I got the holy water. Snacks are on your left. There's some popcorn. And if you get choked on your snack this morning, it is not my fault. If you spit out your coffee, I take no responsibility for that. Cause I can't help it that sometimes I'm funny and stupid. So pre-warning, if you get choked on your snack foods, it ain't my fault. And I ain't taking responsibility for the shit neither. Mm-mm. I'm just saying. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Say, hey, baby. Hey, baby. What up, Arkansas? My gangster sauce. That's my gangster G sauce right there. Put some respect on it. That's Arkansas. She the gangster. What? Yeah, and then he gonna act like he don't know that you got a leg thing. He gonna act like just you and him could do it. Hell no, that's when you gotta get a crew of your friends, not just you and one person. Hell no. Gangsta Sauce, I saw you was playing some cards yesterday, and I was gonna join, but I'm like, I don't know if I even have the attention span right now, cause my ADHD been acting up like a mofo, and I'm like, I don't know if I had the attention span, and I didn't want to bother y'all while y'all was playing the games or whatnot, but when I came in, there was somebody in a cartoon. I don't know who that person was, but it was a cartoon person up on the screen, and I didn't know what was going on. I did hit that like button though. I did. I did. My ADHD was like, bitch, I don't know if you can concentrate today. I don't know if you can concentrate. See, people sometimes don't be knowing. I'll be there. I'll be there. I just be in there going, hi, what up? And then here's the thing. I gotta tell y'all something funny. Okay, it's kind of funny, kind of stupid, kind of a little bit of both. Okay, I think I commented, and then I realized I didn't. Like I'll be saying it in my head and I think I typed it and then I realize I didn't actually type it. Yeah, I don't know why I do that. Oh, is that your shit? I didn't know who that was. I was like lost in the sauce, didn't know what the fuck was going on. Gangsta sauce, I got lost in your sauce. Hey, Mr. JB, did you get your nappy on? Did you get you some sleep? Did you sleep in this morning? I hope you got some sleep. Because, sleep is hard to come by for us ADHD folks sometimes. Sometimes, some of us. Like, I can't take naps like normal people because my ADHD is like, nah, bitch. You gonna stay the fuck up. Um, you know how it be. It how it be. It be what it is. It is what it is. My ADHD's acting up today. You know, Mr. JB, when it acts up, how I get all stupid and shit. See, people that know me know this is how I get when my ADHD goes wee. And right now my ADHD is going wee. So I apologize for those who have never experienced my ADHD in their life. But when it goes to acting up, I've become a plumb fool. And it is what it is. And my crazy side comes out when my ADHD acts up. Do y'all hear my dog over here snoring? She's snoring like an old sailor man right now. She's snoring, y'all, snoring. Yep. I don't have the tisms. I got the ADs and the H to Ds. And insomnia's a bitch. Yeah, I'm like, wee today. So I apologize in advance. You got to get with the ADHD to understand. Miss Debbie said, Ruben, Tracy, Arkansas, how y'all is and shits. Yeah, Arkansas's ADHD's acting up. Her song jukebox in her brain is playing right now. Um, oh yeah, no, the okay. So I saw DJ Electra. That was who I was seeing. That's who I was seeing. Okay, I didn't know who that was. I didn't know who that was. Yeah, I don't drink neither though. So this is me without drugs. This is me without drinking or drugs. Understand that my ADHD, it is what it is. Um, you know, I know, right? I know. Ain't that some shit though, Mr. JB? If we could only harness the energy, it would be awesome. But then that energy hits you at 3 o'clock in the morning when you're trying to sleep and you're trying to get some rest, and it wants to say, "Hey, how you doing?" And then you like, "Bitch, go away. I'm trying to sleep right now." And it's like, "Nah, bitch, I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna be right here with you, keeping you awake, making sure you don't get no sleep, and you feel like crap the whole next day. And then I'm gonna take away your motivation too, bitch. I'm gonna make it where you can't motivate to do nothing. Motivation." Sometimes I ain't got no motherfucking motivation. I don't know what that is. What is this motivation they speak of? Oh, let me tell y'all something though. I found a game that really works for my ADHD, and it's Power Wash Simulator. You finished Sandman? I ain't finished it yet. I ain't even started it yet, JB. I want to watch that. I heard that that was a good show. Oh, Gangsta Sauce Huggy Bear was up in here. I don't know if he went to the clouds. He may be having to shake a hoe down in the name. He may be having to slap a whole tribe right now, so I don't know. Yeah, Arkansas's stream is 18 plus. That is true. Actually, you are younger than my kid, World Unknown. You are young enough to be my child. I hate when they do that, Mr. JB. When you get into a series and then they cancel that shit or only do like a half a season and you still waiting on the new season and the season ain't come out and it's a good ass show. I hate when they do that shit. Arkansas was crazy. Um, I'm only 37. You almost could have been my mama. Almost. Almost. Almost not quite. Almost not quite. That's crazy, ain't it? Yeah, your mama's older than me, World Unknown. I'm only 37. I'm only 37. I found out I was having my son when oh, yeah. Well, you're only 10 years older than me. Ain't no way you could be my mama. Because I'll be 38 this year. Actually, here in a few weeks, we'll be having my birthday turn up party in August. We'll be having my birthday turn up party. Y'all, I'll be a whole 38. So you're only 10 years older than me, so ain't no way you could be. You could be my sister, though, because my sisters are not far from your age. My sisters are. I got an aunt that's your age. August the 11th. I'm August the 11th. We gonna turn up. What? Oh, Mr. Rubin's talking dirty, y'all. He gonna go get all wet and slippery and clean and stuff. He gonna be at least if you a big sexy, be a clean, good smelling big sexy like Mr. Rubin. Go take that shower, wash your ass. Scrub your balls. We don't want no stanky balls. Okay? No balls. No stanky balls. Sorry. And if you got a coochie, wash that shit too. Make sure your ass is clean. Don't be a dirty hoe. Be a clean hoe. Don't be a dirty hoe. Be a clean hoe. So Miss Linda could technically be my mama. Yes, you can, gangsta sauce. You don't have to ask. That's why you got your wrench. Smack a bitch with it too if you have to. Just saying. That's why you got your blue dress on, girl. So you could drop links. Yeah. Wash your cooties and your dangalangs, okay? Make sure they clean. We don't want no stanky cootie cats in here. We don't do the fish smell in here. And we don't do stanky sweaty balls, okay? We don't do sweaty balls in here. Wash your ass. Clean it up. And don't forget to dry it. Here's the thing. Most people, they think they wash it, but then they don't dry it right. So then they get that musty water smell. Because I gave it to you. Are you for that's what we call the mod ranch. The mod ranch. If you're a man, you got your blue jeans on. If you're a woman, you got a blue dress on. Or a blue suit if you would like to call it that. Cuz some women don't like dresses and we ain't going to make them wear them if they don't want to. Cuz I don't like dresses neither, and I ain't gonna make nobody wear no nothing they don't want to wear. I'm just saying. Hold on just a minute, y'all. Yeah, he gotta have the rubber duckies. He gotta have the rubber duckies for the swimming pool. I love my faded blue jeans. I don't do dresses. I can't wear them. Mm-mm. I feel too open, and I can't do it. Mm-mm. You can have it. You can do it, world unknown. Shoot. I ain't a hater, raider, hater. I don't be hating. I don't be hating. Some folk be hating. I don't be hating. You know what I'm saying? I don't be hating. Some folks just be hating to be hating to be hating. They need the hateration, holleration. And this do. We don't need no haters. Trying to love one another. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Just jukebox in the brain moment, and it happens. See what had happened was in retrospect. Sometimes my brain just likes to talk when it wants to, and I can't help it. So it is what it is, homie. It is what it is. So, has anybody got any plans today? Y'all gonna eat any good cake, food, anything awesome? Cause y'all know I love food, and food is my friend, and I love it, and it is what it is. My dog's just over here snoring like hell, sleeping good. I wish I could sleep as good as dogs do, and cats. Y'all know they be sleeping like hell. I wish I could do that. I would love to be able to do that. Just be able to sleep as good as they sleep. I swear, they sleep better than anybody I know. Just be sleeping and be happy and shit. I wish I could sleep as good as they do. I swear. Yesterday you helped assemble a banana pudding. Yeah, I gotta go back and watch that video you did. Did y'all make it from box or scratch? You gonna do some house cleaning, Mr. JB? Shit, I gotta do that too, man. Hey, that's why I tell Mr. World Unknown, be happy being a kid right now. I'm gonna tell you something. Don't be in too much of a rush to grow up, because once you do, you can't go back. And I wish sometimes I could go back and just be a little children again. Shit, it was so much simpler being a child. Have all these damn bills, bills, bills. Motherfuckers always got their hand out. They want their money. You got to put together the kitchen island. They got to arrange the kitchen in your room. I'm going to pray for you with the arrangements, because I know what that's going to do to your ADHD. So I'm going to pray for you for reals. I'm going to pray for you for reals. Oh, you got to redo the spacing. Shit, I'm gonna pray for myself. What y'all talking about? I'm gonna need some prayer, some Jesus. Um, mm. You have a great day, Miss Tracy. I'm fixing to get off here myself. I'm gonna go play some more Power Wash Simulator. I'm gonna chill for a little bit. I'm gonna try to have a good day. I hope all y'all have an amazing day and amazing time together. I want to thank everybody who hit that like button, who shares, who sits there and chills with me and talks to me. Oh, and Mr. JB is gonna have uh, a game night if y'all ain't know. And I'm gonna share out. Miss JB, is it this channel you're gonna be doing the thing on, or is it your other channel? Cause you know you got the two channels. You playing GTA 5? Okay, so this is Mr. JB's channel. He's gonna be doing a game night soon, y'all. It's gonna be awesome. I got to get over there and share and everything. Thank you, Arkansas Gangsta Sauce. Yeah, one day we need to play some Klaus platform or on PC one day. Um, Mr. JB. But Mr. JB gonna be doing a game night, y'all, and there's gonna be fun prizes, crazy mess go down. You never know what you're gonna find. Well, you dash into that military base, and I'm gonna pray for you. Um, and run from the police. I hope you don't get caught. Um, you know, hope you don't get caught. Hope you don't get caught. You know, everything. So I want y'all to have a. It's gonna be at Friday at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it'll be 6:15 Central Standard Time. And for my folks over there in California time, that's gonna be 4:15 p.m. And I want y'all uh to have a blessed, amazing day today. I hope nobody crazy gets on your damn nerves. All right, don't let nobody get on yours. Let me go see who's live right now on your YouTube screens. So maybe if I find a good enough live, I could share it to y'all, and y'all could go, have some fun somewhere. For my beef sector people, we have Seeking Real Knowledge, Miss Room Shaker. I mean, not Miss Intel is live. Room Shaker is live. King Duke Pharaoh is live. Lady Sparkle is live for my people in the black tea sector. Miss Tracy just went live for y'all who know. She was just in chat. So we're going to share Miss Tracy's live link. She is doing her therapy Tuesdays because, some of us need therapy in our life. If you want to watch some mess and some drama, go over to you know, Miss Intel. Um, and whoever, if you got somebody you want to recommend to us that is live right now, if you are a moderator, drop it in chat. If you're not a moderator, just put the name of the channel. One of the mods or myself will try to find the channel and share it out or whatnot. Because we like to reach one, teach one, share it out. Thank you to anybody who hit. Thank you to ODS for the super sticker chat thing. And thank you to anybody who becomes a member. Um, Thank you to you good, Arkansas, you good. Anybody who hits the Cash App. I want to thank you for hitting the Cash App. If you support the channel. Anybody who does any kind of thing. If you need any graphics for your channel, hit me up on my email at smexylady69@gmail.com. I will work with you. I don't have too extremely high prices, but I do, graphics and stuff, thumbnails, videos, different things. And tell me what your thought process is and what you want. Hitting that like button. Thank you for being here, chatting. Thank you, members. Every one of my members. I thank you. Thank you to Mr. Jim Cottington for always supporting the channel. I got to give you a big ass shout out because you always do. I always got to make sure I remember everybody, all my members, everybody. Thank y'all so very much for sending me love and just hugging me up. And y'all have your friend Star Space might be live. If you share me and tag it on your wall, I'll share it on my community page, World Unknown. All right. I love y'all. I'll see y'all later, my angels. All right. Bye, y'all.
I'm from the TUPELO. I'm reppin' my hood, so love I'm gon' show from the TUPELO. I'm reppin' my hood till the day that I go. From the TUPELO. I'm reppin' my hood, so love I'm gon' show from the TUPELO. I'm reppin' my hood till the day that I go.
I'm from the west side, we don't need no introduction. This was the best ride. We all big boy rolling and holding. Come take a test drive. Hilldale, Evergreen, Glenkirk, Outer Street, bending every corner on the west, and that's where I'll be. Sunroof back, Captain C banging down 1800, chunking up the deuce to my post slanging down on 1800. Show no love to the ladies that's training round on 1800, making time stand still. Crystalline swinging down 1800, watching out for them knuckleheads that be stanging round on 1800. Big rims and low pros be blanging round on 1800. Better completely change the way you're thinking about round 1800. Really hate to see you boys get left slanking around 1800. Out of street got some history, just let Captain C lay it out. If I don't finish it all on this one, let the second verse break it out. Remember the blue apartments from OG standing back there by 60 deep. Bull walking, car blue, a big Anthony Hughes and Pee Wee.
I'm from the TUPELO. I'm reppin' my